So in this video, I want to talk about how Pokemon investors may be getting crushed investing into this product as of right now, especially at the price point, and some comparisons and some information people have about this product. And you guys let me know, are you investing at this price point or are you sitting out? If you're asking me, I've not bought a single box. I don't honestly plan on buying a single box of this. I think it's a very good product. Let me get that straight. But yeah, just with everything going on right now at the market and some information about this product, I don't know if I'm gonna be paying this price as of right now. But you guys let me know if you think this is a good price. Personally, I don't really think so. But let's just first look at the price and what it's selling for. So you can see right now it is selling for $270 on TCG Player. You might notice in the past week there's been a huge increase in sales as prices have dipped under $300. Sales volume has dramatically increased. There was a sales volume about 15 to 20 of these when they were about $300. Now that it's at 270, you can see more towards 40 boxes are selling every single day. So it seems like some people are buying this to maybe seeing an opportunity that prices drop 10% from 300 to 270, and maybe some hype because this product is going to be released here in 10 days, and along with it has some Phantasmal Flames, so there has been an increase in sales volume and people are buying at this price point. Now, if you go on eBay, you're not going to really find much of a discount, but the cheapest seller I was able to find is Pete Football here, who's selling for 260. So you're getting a $10 discount from buying, on eBay rather than TCG Player. So I wanted to first just show you guys that there is, like I mean, you can see with the sales volume, but obviously, looking at also market price, this product is very hyped. There's a lot of demand for it. Apparently, this ultra premium sold out in like a minute, according to this post. Bot strike again. The world has really become worse since the innovation of technology. So I mean, this isn't a surprise. The MSRP is $120. So if you can double your money, of course, people are gonna buy any website they can at MSRP. So just want to show you guys that. But I also wanted to show you guys the actual contents in the product here. So there's 4 Phantasmal Flames, 4 Mega Evolutions, 4 Destined Rivals, 4 Journey Together, 2 Surging Sparks, along with the Oricorio EX SAR that we saw that is not going to be in the actual Phantasmal Flame set, but rather in this UPC, along with I believe this exact Mega Charizard X artwork right there, and you can see sort of the packs there being confirmed with the 4 Phantasmal and all the other stuff. So yeah, there's that. But the biggest thing here for me is obviously you look at the contents, right? You look at what's inside. This is a great product. Obviously, in the long run, Charizard, the pack selection's very good here. You have a great variety. Phantasmal Flames is good. Mega Evolution is good. Destined Rivals is good. Journey Together is decent. Surging Sparks is good. You have the Mega Charizard. You have the Oricorio, which I believe was made by the popular artist, I believe. So yeah, this is a very good product, and obviously it's going to perform extremely well, and the playmat looks cool and everything like that. But the biggest thing, like I said, I mean, the price point is a thing in the recent pullback in the market. Those are definitely big factors. But another thing that's been said about this product is that it's been printed extremely heavily. That's what I've heard from many sources, right? You guys have probably heard the same thing. And people are comparing this. I don't know if it's a great comparison because markets are very different. Everything's different now. But some people are saying this is what's going to be. It's going to be the same scenario as we saw with the Charizard UPC from Sword and Shield. Now like I said, the market is very different now than it was in Sword and Shield, so it's kind of hard to make the comparison. But this, I believe, was pre-ordering for like $300, and there was a point where these got to like $90. Yeah, these got like printed pretty heavily. Now, the part that is hard for me to compare the two is, okay, when have we seen a singular product get printed into the ground so much where it goes below MSRP? We haven't seen that, right? But I guess besides using MSRP as a sort of price to I guess go off of, just in general, if this does have some similar situation of how much it's printed, I guess people are saying it's already pretty heavily printed, and if they do reprint in the future, prices could drop significantly from it being at 270 and obviously MSRP being 120. It doesn't necessarily have to go to 120 to crash or to decrease a lot in price. It could go to like 150, 180, whatever, and you'd still be losing a significant amount of money if you're buying at 270. and you couple that with the other information of the market. Okay, we're seeing a pullback right now, and also the price point is pretty high at 270. I mean, we're talking, I know MSRP is almost an imaginary thing at this point, but it's over double MSRP. Do you really want to be buying this right now? It doesn't seem that great. So just all the factors with this product, being supposedly already heavily printed up, people are, I guess, are seeing a large amount of allocation for this product or whatever. And with the recent events, I really truly feel like this is not really that great of a buy right now. And a lot of the people that are buying, this is one thing I always say about if you're going to buy at a high price point, where do you see this going? That's the biggest thing you got to ask yourself, because when you buy at a high price point, like for example, for Destined Rivals, for me, I bought mine at 220. It seemed extremely expensive. That's why I only bought like a few boxes, but I saw, okay, it was possible it could go to maybe 300. Like I saw that being a possibility. Therefore, buying at 220, I didn't think it was terrible, right? But obviously, I didn't buy a large amount because maybe if it doesn't, I don't want to be buying at such a high price. So for this product being at 270, okay, where do you see it going? Because that's like the biggest thing. Do you see it going much higher, and where's that number? Do you think this is going to go to $400? Do you think it's going to go $500? Personally, with me, I mean, I don't see it going like that crazy. So, and also, with all the supply supposedly there is, maybe there is higher demand for this product, but I don't see this going to like $400. Therefore, I mean, I'm not going to take the risk of buying at 270 on pre-order, and we don't even know what's going to happen. Obviously, when the product actually gets released, because we all know, there's only a certain amount of people, especially on TCG Player, that can actually list their items on here. And once it goes to the free market, prices could drop significantly, depending on, let's say, the scalpers, right? The evil scalpers with the bots. We saw this post right here where they bought out Target. If there's a large amount of supply out there, you don't even know where this might go. Prices may drop quite a bit. And you may not expect it, but if there is so much supply and a lot of these big box stores are getting a large amount of supply, this is just pre-order prices where there's only a certain amount of people that can list. What is going to happen when evil scalpers list on TCG Player and there's price competition? Well, and you have a market that's obviously not extremely strong right now. It's a recipe for, in my opinion, disaster, and probably not a smart idea to be purchasing at this price point. And it's why I'm not even thinking about it. Like I told you guys, I've kind of stopped buying right now. The only thing I was even buying, a few months ago was Prismatic, and I'm already done buying that. And all these other boxes, even Phantasmal, I want to buy them. This, like I said, I mean, this is a good product, but it's just the price point and the market conditions, which is making me not want to buy it, and I'm not going to buy it. And I really think a lot of people out there, I hope you guys don't have unrealistic expectations, especially considering all the factors I've told you guys in this video of the, supposed high volume of product there is of this. Possibly maybe there is some connection to the reprints that, this Charizard UPC got, which, is a little bit hard to say. But just mainly the market conditions right now is the biggest factor. Why, are you buying such a, relative high price point for this product? In these market conditions, maybe if we're in a super strong market, holidays coming, all these crazy things, maybe you could justify buying. But I think right now it's a lot probably safer. You should be probably a lot safer and not really be placing bets on things skyrocketing, because it's kind of against you right now. The market is not skyrocketing whatsoever, so I'd be cautious buying this. But that's just my opinion about this product. I know there's a lot of hype for it, but only time will tell. We'll see what happens in just about 10 days when this actually gets released, when everybody starts to list their products. Evil scalpers start to list other than these stores. We'll see what happens. But that's all I want to share with you all in this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.